Hey guys, and welcome to our team. We are so excited to have you. First of all, you already know that you just launched your business. I am so excited for what that means for you, for your goals, for your life. And now we're going to get started on building the income that you desire. So first things first is we are going to set a goal to gather your first 6 loyal customers. We want to do this in your first 30 days, but I really want to challenge you and push you to do this in your first week to 2 weeks in the business so that you can begin unlocking your shopping spree, earning product rewards, and also generating that extra income that you're wanting. So today I have this incredible group of ladies on here to help you, with exactly what do I say? How do I say it? What is host to post? And everything is going to be provided to you in a document where you'll see all of the scripts that are discussed. So don't feel like you have to hurry up and write everything down. We're also going to be discussing something called host to post. Host to post will also be, I'm going to provide a few links for you guys so that you know exactly what host to post is, how to really use it, how to utilize it. And some of these ladies sign incredible amounts of loyal customers only by using host to post. So all of that will be provided for you as well. So we are going to jump right into this training so that we can get you on board to go gather those loyal customers right away in your first 30 days. But like I said, I'm challenging you to do this in your first 7 to 14 days. And here is how you are going to do it. Lindsay, let's start with you. Share all of your tips, babe.
Hey guys, I'm super excited. Welcome to the team. So basically your first goal is to get those 6 customers, and how you're going to do that is, I remember when I first started, I made it my goal to ask family and friends, and don't feel defeated if family and friends aren't interested. That's just a great first place to start so that you can kind of test the waters. So it's something as simple, and we'll put all these messages below, but hey, like, I'm super excited. I just started a new online business, and we're going to give you a list of some of our hottest and best products that you can just touch on. Like, are you interested in a better skincare? Are you interested in losing some weight? Are you interested in stretch mark cream, our cleanse? And so I would say, go to your friends and family first. Try to see if, you can get that 6 there. But if you can't, don't feel defeated. Then we're going to start showing you how to post. And I would say if I had to go get 6 customers right now, what I'm most likely going to do is throw up a host to post. And basically I'm messaging my friends saying, hey, we always have fun team giveaways to do, or you can always give away some of those cool samples you get in your starter kit. But like, hey, would you be able to put this post on your wall for me? Something as simple as, my friend Lindsay is looking for 4 people who want longer hair this summer. And what I challenge you to do to take that next step above and beyond, ask them to tag 5 to 10 friends in their host to post, because you can tell them, hey, if I get two customers, if I get 3 customers, I'm going to get you this product, or I'm going to send you a sample that I have. But not only are you having them put the post on their wall for you, you have now opened it up to 5 to 10 other people. And when you think about it, you're like, oh, that's different, but it's nothing different than when we did like the Secret Santa Sisters, and people are just posting this and taking 65 people. Like, it's social media, it's marketing. People are comfortable with it, and if they're not, then they'll just maybe just throw it on their wall for them. So that's what I would say for that. And then when I am also going for some more customers too, just getting those product posts out, making sure you're consistent on just 1 a day, 1 to 2 a day, and then putting stories on your Facebook and your Instagram. Stories are a really nice way to show people the products you have. We have 40 plus products, and guys, even if you just posted like 2 products, you're not going to run out for like months. And so that's a beautiful thing, and you just never know your market. Like, sometimes I forget to offer our probiotic, and there might be someone out there who's really interested in that. And so I would just say, continue to go through posts and continue to ask people if they are interested, and also for referrals.
I love that. Thank you so much. I love the idea of tagging 5 to 10 people in the actual host to post. Awesome. I love it. Thank you, Lindsay. Okay, let's jump over to Taylor.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm so dang excited to share some tips with you guys on how you're going to get your shopping spree and snag those first couple customers. So, I always recommend when new distributors are hopping on board to obviously make your first post. Okay, make your first post and be excited. Tell people why you're doing this, what you want to get out of it. And I actually have my new distributors share a little bit about my story in their first post. So, their first post will say something like, I just did something so crazy. I've been following my friend Taylor on social. She just retired as a nurse. She lost 30 pounds, and I just wanted to be mentored by her. I'm so excited to change my life. So ask your enroller for their success story if they have a success with the products or a success with the business, and include that in your post so your friends can know like what you have your hands on and why you're excited to get started with this. And in your first post, you guys, you can put I'm looking for a few people that could benefit from weight loss, hair growth, longer lashes, and just drop an emoji if you're interested. A lot of my new distributors, when they put up that first post, they're going to have their warm market on Facebook that are going to see that. They're going to comment, and then you can help, your enroller will help guide you through those first conversations. After you make that first post, you guys, I always recommend starting out with messaging your warm market, your friends, your family, your coworkers, your friends' friends. And I kind of do the same thing. I give them a message. I'll give you a message that says something like, I just started this crazy business. I'm so excited. I want to make a little bit extra money from home, and I want to get healthier. And I'm looking for my first couple reviewers. And I immediately thought of you. Could you benefit from weight loss, hair growth, energy, skincare? I'd love to, collaborate with you. It'd be so fun. And I always like have, new distributors say like, do this with me, try it with me, because more times than not, you haven't tried the products yet. And so make it like a fun, like challenge that you can get them involved with, that you can do with them. And also tell them about some of the products that you're most interested in trying, and, relay that information to them and say, hey, would you want to do this with me? Like, let's lock arms. Let's hold each other accountable. Like if you have these weight loss goals, like let's crush them together. Also with host to post, you guys, this is where a lot of people are enrolling customers, enrolling customers, enrolling customers. It's the best referral system. It's free to use. And, you just have your friends tag you in a status, just like Lindsay and Alyssa were talking about. So just make that outreach and make it a goal to talk to as many people as you can in the beginning, and just be excited and go into the conversations with an expectant heart that they will host a post for you, because mindset is so important in this business. And so if you go into the conversation, you're excited and you're like, hey girl, like, would you mind just doing me a favor? And then they're going to say, yeah girl, like what's the favor? What's up? And then you can say, hey, I just started my own business. I would love for you to, throw this status up on your page for me and support me. In return, I'll give you a free entry to, X, Y, and Z giveaway. Most people, you guys, they're going to do it. They're going to tag you in that status. It's all about the outreach, and numbers is so important in this business. The more people you talk to, the more people you have to add to your contact list, and just start creating that list of potentials. And if people aren't signing the very first time you talk to them, that is okay, but get their name on a potentials list, and know that if you keep building that relationship and you keep following up with them, they're going to be your first couple customers. So just build that relationship, ask people their goals, and just be loud and proud about what you have your hands on, because you have so many lives to change, and it's all up to you to just go do that outreach and take massive action.
I love it. You guys, I highly suggest setting a goal when you're just getting started for how many people you want to be messaging daily. I would do about 15 to 25 for host to post, and about 15 to 25 for just people who want your products in general. Thank you so much, Taylor. That is so good. All right, we are going to go over to Courtney. Hello, gorgeous.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to share some tips. So they kind of hit a lot on host post, and I absolutely do host post. That's where I enroll a lot of my customers. So absolutely take their tips. I do that too. But I also wanted to share some other ideas to get those in there as well. So something that I do when I'm looking for customers is we talked a lot about messaging your friends, and when you start posting, obviously your friends and family are going to be the first ones to see those posts. But you don't want to limit yourself just to your warm market who's already on your feed. You want to continuously add to your network. So adding new friends on Facebook, adding new friends on Instagram, adding to your network as much as you can and as quickly as possible after you join. Because eventually, once all your friends and family either order or don't order, whatever they decide, you're going to want other people that are going to, order from you and join your team and things like that. And so making sure you're adding friends from the get-go, and don't wait on that. even if you have a bunch of friends and family that are ordering from you, talking to you, things like that, and you think you're good, keep adding friends, because you're going to eventually get to a point where you're going to hit a wall if you don't. And so keep adding friends as much as you can. And then what works best for me, other than host posts, is posting a lot of before and after pictures, especially when you're just getting started. People want to see that the products work. And so posting before and after pictures of other people until you get your own results. And then once you can afford it and once you get your auto shipment running, set up that auto shipment to get your own products, to get your own results and your own before and after pictures, because it will change your business from people seeing other people's before and after pictures to seeing yours. People are going to see that that's you and it really works, and they're going to jump on board. And so that's super important too. And also posting what we call one-liner posts. And I can give some examples for a list that I give you guys. But one-liner posts are just ones like on the Facebook color background, and it just says, you know, if you could lose 30 pounds in 90 days, would you do it? Or super simple ones like that that just talk about, you know, if you could do a cleanse for 2 days and get rid of all the junk and sludge in your system, would you do it? Things like that that are going to get people responding, because all they have to do is say yes, 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 and all those people are going to comment. And then those are all of your potential. So it's not something super complicated, and they can easily let you know that they're interested, and then you just go ahead and message them from that. And then I also recommend always following up the very next day. I feel like a lot of times we think, oh, I have to wait till Friday, or I have to wait for them to message me back. I always message them the next day saying, you know, are you ready to get started? Or, you know, if the conversation fell off, that's the opportunity for you to re-jog the conversation, ask if they had any other questions or if they're ready to get started, so that you can continue talking to them until they eventually order.
Oh, that is so good. I love your one-liner post to get attention. You guys, that will also be shared with you, like Courtney said. And one thing that I also want to talk about is how you said, Courtney, making sure that you're adding to your network every single day. You guys set an alarm or a timer in your phone for 15 to 20 minutes a day where you're adding to your network. This will drastically begin changing your business, because you don't want to be posting to the same people every single day. You always want to be growing that. So make sure that you're spending time growing your network every single day. That is a non-negotiable. All right, let's jump over to Kelly. Hi, babe.
Hey, sorry, I almost forgot to unmute myself.
You're fine.
I'm super excited to share some stuff. You guys went through so many good things already, so I'm trying to pick, I don't want to be too repetitive, but definitely I think follow-ups daily are so amazing to adding to your network and just adding loyal customers. But I want to talk about host-to-post just a little bit. Host-to-post for me has been so huge, and I think it's just because you get outside of what your current network already is. So you're getting your product into faces that you wouldn't normally get it into. And how I do that is I put up interaction posts on my actual page. So simple stuff, nothing political or controversial, but I put up stuff that people can vote on, because everyone on this planet loves to share their opinion on something. And so if you put up something like, would you prefer having a professional maid or a professional chef in your house? People love to comment on that kind of stuff. What's your favorite celebrity? People will comment. And you can just drop them a quick message afterwards just saying, hey, I'm doing a giveaway. Would you be interested in posting for me? And a lot of people will say yes, sure, no big deal. And then like Lindsay said earlier, they can tag 5 to 10 friends in that post, and boom, your network just expanded by hundreds, thousands of people. And that will really get you in lots of conversations. With the host-to-post, if you have somebody interested in the post that somebody does for you, always add them to your network, because they might not buy today, but they could buy a week later, because they're going to see you consistently post. And so you just want to always add, just like Courtney was saying as well. The other thing that I do is get organized. So if you have, you're starting your conversations, you're talking to your friends and family, maybe people are showing some interest, create a list for potential LCs, loyal customers, and potential DTs, distributors, because you want to make sure that they understand that you're not just saying, okay, you said no today, so I'm never going to talk to you again, but you definitely want to follow up with them at some point. And that you're not bugging them. You will not bug them by following up. So you can get that out of your mind now. People love being followed up with. We're busy people. We read messages. We're like, oh yeah, I responded, but you actually didn't respond. I'm guilty. So definitely follow up with your people. And then post consistently to your page and to your story, because you're starting a brand new business. And if you don't market what you have to offer, nobody's going to know what you have to offer. So you have to put it out there for people, and be kind of, don't just share one product, share lots of different products, because you don't necessarily know what your network right off the bat is going to be interested in, and your network's always going to be growing. So you have no idea who you're adding, what they're going to want, if they're going to want skinny coffee, or if they're going to want 2-day cleanse, or if they're going to want the wraps. You just have no idea. So you have to share it all. The other thing I wanted to add is never say no for someone. Let them tell you no. At least ask. If you think they're going to say no for a host to post, at least ask. If they say no, it's no big deal. At least you tried. Same thing with if they wanted to try a product. If they don't want to, they will tell you no. You don't want to say no for anyone. And that was something that I was guilty of in the beginning of the business. So don't do it. Ask everybody. And then I think I had one more thing. I think that's actually it. Oh, if it's not working, change it up. Follow your leaders, follow your upline. If a scripting isn't working for you, don't keep doing it. Change it up, switch it up. We have that freedom to kind of run our business the way that we want to, and we can totally switch up scripts that aren't working. So I'm just excited y'all are here.
I love that. Thank you, Kelly. So Kelly, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like what system do you have to track who you're talking to? What does that look like for you?
So to track who I'm talking to, when you're doing host to post, you're in a lot of messages and your inbox kind of gets a little bogged down. I have that list. That's my potential LCs and my potential DTs. So after I send a message and I kind of know that I've done my last reach out, I kind of archive stuff. So that my inbox doesn't look crazy and my most active messages are at the top. And then I use that list as kind of like my go-to on who I'm talking to. And that's been super helpful for me, just so that I don't lose people. The other thing that's really awesome is I set reminders in my message. So like if somebody says like, oh, I can't buy that until Friday because payday's, oh, you're going to hear it. I can't get that until payday. So then I just ask them, okay, when is payday and what's a good time to follow up? Or what's a good time to check in with you? And usually they'll say like Friday in the afternoon. And so in your actual message with them, you can click the reminder section and set it a little alarm. It will go off for them and you, so you don't have to forget, and they will know, oh, that's a reminder. And that's been super helpful for me. And that way those people don't get lost through the cracks.
That is such a great tip. Setting the reminder. Oh, I love that. That is so good. And it takes pressure off from both sides, because I feel like they'll see you set that reminder like right when they tell you. So they'll know that message is coming, right?
Yep.
Thank you, Kelly. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's jump over to Tracy.
Hi, Alyssa. Thanks for having me on here. It's kind of hard to follow all you guys. You guys shared so many great tips. What I want to add to this is when you're first starting out, don't be scared. I was scared in the beginning. Don't be scared. Just do it. And what my biggest tip is, be consistent with the posting. You want to stay consistent, because people are going to buy you before they buy the product. So with the host to post thing and how I work my host to post is my stories is where I use all my product posting. You're going to be adding to your network on a daily basis. You're going to be adding people from your host to post. So you want to keep your wall clean. You want to keep your wall inviting. You want to keep it positive, because people you want them to relate to you. So that's my biggest tip, is make sure your wall is clean. It's not spammy. There's not a lot of negative stuff on there, and people are going to like you. So then the next step is you're adding people. When you're adding people, you can add people all day long. You're not going to get anywhere if you're not interacting with these people. So I don't message people right when they accept my friend's request. I want to get to know them. So I directly go to their wall and I'll look through their feed and I'll comment on some of their posts about their cute baby or their dog and leave a question so they comment back. That's going to boost your algorithm, and that's going to get your post in front of them. So then you do that for a while. You continually add, continually relate, continually interact. Then you post about your giveaway. You post about your giveaway to get people. if you're scared of cold messaging people for the hosted post, this is a great way to get started. Interact, get your algorithm going really strong, and then post about your giveaway. Last week I did one on post about your fur babies. 200 comments like within the first couple hours because I had done all that interacting, so everybody's seen my post. Now my biggest tip for you guys is to keep a sheet, a record, and I'll send this to you, Alyssa, of each person that does a hosted post and who is commenting on it. Those people you're going to be adding to your network, so you want to keep track of that. So I had 200 people comment. I don't go and message all 200 at the same time. I'm going to do 20 at a time. I'm going to message 20. I'm going to be ahead of my game. I'll have my script ready of what I'm going to send people when they comment. I'm going to have my script ready of the half I want them to share. And then I could just boom, 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 answer 20 people and leave it alone. You don't want to do too many all at once, because if all 20 host your post and they're all tagging you for some reason, I always tell them to tag me in the comments, then Facebook could block you, and that's definitely, you don't want that to happen. So change your haps up a little bit, change the wording. So the next 20 that I do, I'm going to add an emoji. I'm going to change a word. It's going to be generally the same host of post. And then, and that's what I'll use for that week. Next week, I may change it up and do a different host of post on some other products. So you always want to be changing it up, adding the people that are commenting, then go and interact with them, make sure your wallet's clean. And then there was one other thing I wanted to share on here. Oh, she already hit on that about your own results. That is the biggest thing I can tell you, is every day be posting about people's results. Even if you don't have your own, it's okay. You can still talk about this business. You can still talk about it and say, I'm so excited about this new thing I'm jumping into. These results are crazy and I can't wait to get mine in the mail. And post my results. I don't care. We've got hundreds of them. But as people see them, they're going to start getting curious. And then a single line post you can use. The last thing I'll tell you is, if you're new, post something like, I'm so excited about what I'm getting ready to start. That's it. Don't say anything else. People, that's going to get everybody's curiosity. Be like, well, what are you doing? Then you private message them and you tell them what you're doing.
I love it.
That's all I got.
Have my newbies post, like before they make any other post, they always post, I have some exciting news to announce, stay tuned. And that draws people in. And oh my goodness, this is so good. So many good tips, you guys. All right, let's circle back around. Taylor, I know you had a few more tips that you would like to share, so give us some goodness.
Yes. Okay. So just to add on to all the host to post madness, y'all are just taking it all in. But write notes, because this stuff is working, you guys. Okay. So if you have someone host a post for you, okay, they throw up a post about, let's say, ThermoFight X. You gave them a post about weight loss. They post for you. Sometimes, you guys, people are going to actually be interested in the post, and they're going to be like, oh, actually, I'm interested in weight loss. Can you tell me more about that? But sometimes they don't. And something that I have just recently been doing is, if I'm giving someone a post about a product, after they post for me, I will go and message them. And I just sent Alyssa the message template for it. But I basically go back and say, hey, girl, thanks again for posting for me and helping me hit my goals. I would feel bad for not asking, but I'm looking for some product reviewers. And I was just wondering if you would actually be interested in, and I give them a couple different things. And so I'm asking the people that are hosting a post for me if they would be interested, because sometimes, like, after they make that post, they don't even know if, like, they would be able to qualify, or they're too scared to ask you for more information. So just make sure you're also reaching out to those people. And same for the business opportunity. If you give someone a business opportunity status, ask them and see if they would be interested in making extra money with you. And then also for host to post, let me see. I use host to post to follow up with my potentials, okay? So if you've talked to someone and they're interested in weight loss, maybe you haven't heard back from them, maybe they left you on read. What I'll do is a couple days later, I'll just go back and message them, and I'll say, hey girl, I know you're still thinking about the products, but would you be interested in entering into my giveaway? All you have to do is tag me in a status. And if I had been talking to them about weight loss, guess what? I'm going to give them a status about weight loss, because that's like indirectly following up with them. That's getting back in their brain that you have your hands on something that's going to help them lose weight. And so I'll have them post about, whatever it is we were talking about. If it was hair growth, I'm going to give them a hair growth post. And so that works really well for me. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you, as you're growing your market and you're adding new friends, I really recommend do not just like blast their inbox and say like, hey, do you want to try my products? Do you want to be my brand reviewer? Don't do that, okay? Because more times than not, you might not get a response. So something that I have recently been doing that has just really helped me, get into their inbox without being like kind of pushy and all that, is I just send what I call like a positive vibe message. And I will just go in and say like, hey, Sarah, happy Monday. Just wanted to send some positive vibes your way. Hope you have a great day. Do you have anything fun going on? I always end in that question, because more times than not, if you ask that question on a weekday, people are going to say, oh, I'm just at work. And then you can go into the conversation and say like, oh, well, what do you do for work? And you can start that conversation, and then you can tell them about what you do for work. And you can say, oh, well, I work full time for blah, 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 but I also run an online health and wellness business. Have you ever heard of It Works Global? And then you can get into that conversation, see if they'd be interested in extra money or trying the products. And that's just an easy way in, and it's not pushy, it's not spammy. So those were just my last tips I wanted to share.
So good. Okay, Kelly, let's hear your last tips.
Yeah, I just had one more quick thing. Sometimes you'll get a lot of the same people willing to post for you. And so if that happens, and like say they've posted 3 times this week, you can ask them to actually see if one of their friends would also be willing to post. So they can do the reach out for you and see if they would be willing to post. And that's just something I've tried actually this month only, and it's been really working well. So that was my last one.
Such a great tip. Tracy?
Yes, on your stories. So for example, you have a post or a story going on about your weight loss challenge, and look at the people that viewed it. You'll have 100 and some people viewing it. A lot of those people don't see your post, they see those stories. So that is a great place to send positive vibes from, because if you send it from there, it goes straight to their inbox, which boosts your algorithm. And it also brings up your story. It brings up that story of that weight loss, and they may be like, oh, I forgot about that. And you just send a positive vibe. Hope you're having a great day or great week, sending positive vibes. People love that kind of stuff. And then the last thing I wanted to say is about this sheet of keeping track. If you get somebody host a posting for you and they're getting a lot of response on it, then you want to share what you've got your hands on. And you could potentially get a distributor from it. You can approach them and say, look, you've got a great following and a lot of response. Do you want to join this business? And offer what you came across to them as well. So host to post can work in so many ways, and it's so beneficial, and definitely something you don't want to not do.
Thank you. Court, do you have any last tips you would like to share?
I guess my last thing would just be confident. If you go into it with the mindset of nobody's going to buy from me, nobody's going to want this, everybody's going to tell me no, they're going to tell you no because they can feel your energy. I can't even tell you how they can, but they can. Yeah. And so when you're even texting people, they can tell if you're excited about it, if you believe in the products, and that's going to determine if they're going to order. It's not necessarily about the products all the time. People buy people more than they buy products. So if you're excited on your page, if you're excited when you're messaging them, they're going to be more likely to want to try it because you're excited about it. So it's going to make them excited, versus if you're negative about it, you're going to breathe negativity, and that's what you're going to get back. So just be confident, borrow confidence from all of us. We all know these things are working. So use them and know that they're working and trust that they're going to work, and keep doing them until they work.
Oh, it's so good. You guys have just totally jam-packed all of this information. And here's what I can tell you guys. If you begin adding to your network, if you begin posting to your feed, to your stories, sending out these messages, remember, set that goal for how many messages you want to send out daily. When you're adding to your network, when you're doing all of these things, you are going to not only sign your first 6 customers, but you're going to begin building a team, building your first $500 paycheck, building their first $500 paycheck. This is a compound effect. So with applying these tips, just start day 1, okay? Get started today, right now, right when you're done watching this, and watch what begins to happen to your business. like Courtney said, walk into this with so much confidence. We have all been in your shoes. We have all had to gather our first 6 loyal customers and beyond. But this is how you're going to do that. By following these simple steps, this is all so incredibly duplicatable. The scripts will be added for you, but make this your own. Whatever you feel like is something you want to start utilizing, make it your own verbiage, your own words. Voice message when you can. Let people hear how excited you are. Let people hear your voice. So you're going to have your own spin onto a lot of these tips that you heard today. But here's the thing. When you are confident, when you apply this, you are going to build the foundation for your business, for where you want to be in the next 6 months, 1 year is going to be built right here on gathering these first 6 loyal customers. That will unlock your shopping spree, that will give you that boost of confidence you need really stepping into your business. So go out there, have so much fun while you're doing this, be confident, be willing to learn all of these tips and tricks, start applying things. But like Kelly said, if something isn't working, change it up. There is no wrong way to do this. So step out there, be confident, be excited. We are cheering you on. We know you're going to go gather your first 6 loyal customers right when you get off here. We cannot wait to celebrate that milestone with you. And we are so excited for you in your journey with our team. Welcome and go out there, get to it. We are cheering you on.